Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 1v1 video. This is actually going to be pretty different than the others. If you don't like listening to me talk a lot or rant about stuff, this probably is going to be the video for you, so feel free to click off now. But I haven't been uploading as much as I should be or would like to be. I also haven't kept my schedule very well. It's probably going to actually end up changing it at least a little bit. It's probably not going to do one's videos on Tuesdays. I think I'm going to not have any videos on Tuesdays, just to give me a little bit more time, I guess, to prepare stuff or make a little bit more quality content, hopefully, is the goal. Because right now, the way that I've kind of set myself up to fail a little bit. I have a bit too much going on to keep the schedule that I have, trying to upload 5 or 6 days a week, basically. And then on top of that, a lot of people that I would normally like make videos with and stuff are pretty busy or aren't playing very much because of other reasons and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of stuff by myself recently, and it's honestly been kind of hard to keep motivation, not to make videos per se. I still enjoy doing them. I honestly generally have a lot of fun with it, and I enjoy editing, although it does take a little bit of time and it can be time consuming sometimes, but I still enjoy it. It's just I'm not as motivated or disciplined to like trying to stick to a schedule, and trying to do it almost every day and like have it ready the day before is something that I've been struggling with. So instead of trying to like go full throttle at it, maybe try little baby steps now. Another thing that I've been having trouble with, honestly, is just motivation within Rocket League. It's not really there right now. With the fact that a lot of the good friends that I have playing Rocket League, I'm not talking to a whole lot right now or playing with. Most of them are usually busy, or they're just not playing the game as much, and they've cut back their hours. I mean, it goes to show with how little I've been playing recently. My hours have been cut just about in half per week from what I used to do. I used to be doing it like a full-time job almost, about 40 hours a week, and now it's kind of around 20, maybe 25 on a good week. So I've definitely cut back my hours myself, and I have managed to hit champion 2 or 3 times this season in 2s and 3s. But my problem with it is I don't have a solidified group of people really anymore that I've been playing Rocket League with. And so I've been playing with a lot of varied skill levels, and also a lot of varied personalities, and I have yet to come across really a group of people, or even just an individual who I just gel really well with, or even if I haven't played with them very much since. But that's been honestly a big reason why I've been looking for a team recently. I don't know if it might have come up in more recent videos that I did change my name a little bit just to show that I'm looking for a team, and I think I'm almost to the point where I just kind of have given up looking. It's not that I was trying super hard to, but I had been in contact with a few people who had reached out to me, and then a few people who I'd reached out to, and the general consensus with playing with most of them is that the skill level was different in most cases. Usually about I don't want to base it off of ranks, but I think that's the most tangible thing that people see. Usually it'd feel like maybe a 2 to 3 rank difference. And then also just experience and hours with the game was a big thing, or has been a big thing for me. Because you can still be a really good player with few hours in the game, but there are some things with this game that you can't learn without having played it for a while and just gained from experience over time. So I've really kind of found myself in a little bit of a hard place, almost being a little picky, I will say, with like the people who I play with or like try to play with. And right now, like, the best prospect for a team that I've gotten has been as a sub spot, which I don't necessarily know how I feel about it. It's kind of a toss-up. I'm still not really even sure whether I want to be on a team right now, if I just want to focus on trying to play the game and have fun and just play with friends and make content, or if I want to try to play it more competitively again and play ranked and play on a team and take it a little bit more seriously and get that like adrenaline flow going. But I'm not really sure if that's something that I want to do, because both dedicate a lot of time, and really, even though you don't think about it too much, trying to balance what's the phrase, basically trying to balance play and work in a sense. I know it's not really the best thing to think of or best way to equate it to, but in a sense Rocket League is almost like work for me. Like, I'm trying to get better all the time. I'm putting in a bunch of hours, and at some points putting in more hours than someone who works 40 hours a week would. So it's trying to balance that with also making videos and having a good time with friends, and doing that with other things that are outside of the game, and dealing with other things that have to do with life is honestly much harder than you would think. And it's part of the reason I'm thinking about like cutting back my intended schedule. I say intended because I haven't kept to it very well, and honestly that's something I'm kind of, I don't know if ashamed is the right word, but I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I really haven't kept to what I had wanted to, or I had intended to do when I set out on the start of this. Another reason why I just haven't been playing as much or haven't been as motivated is I just have not felt good at the game. Like, I have not been feeling like I'm playing up to my standards, and I have found myself almost blaming my teammates more often than I blame myself for mistakes, which honestly in this game, or really just anything competitive or in some sort of work environment, if you're trying to improve, you should first look at what you're doing and what you could have done to do better if you really want to improve. Because if you just blame the other people, nothing is going to come of that. And recently it feels like that's what I've been doing more of like, why weren't they there? Like, okay, why didn't they pass it to me? How could they get that touch? Why aren't they back on defense already? I thought they should have been there, stuff like that. And really, like, that's not good for me, and that's also not good for the community as a whole to like perpetuate that mindset, which is a big reason why like I just haven't been playing as much. I haven't felt motivated to try to get better, and then that goes back to like not feeling like I have that group of people to improve with also. And it's just kind of like a weird little cycle right now. I just haven't been able to to keep up with it really, and the fact that I'm still behind on uploads and I don't even have last week's weekly highlights video done is it's a little just like irritating for me, because it's something that I want to do. It's just I'm not doing it, and like there's not really anyone else to say is at fault other than myself. You know, like no one else is gonna make the videos for me or edit or upload or do any of that kind of stuff. So really just also trying to figure out, you know, what I can and what I can't do, what I can handle as a load for videos, and you know, how much is too much, because there have been times where I have uploaded a lot and I've edited a ton of videos in like a 2-3 day period, and then haven't uploaded again for like 4 or 5 days after that, because I ended up, you know, doing too much, more than I had thought I could do. And so, and really just trying to figure out what is possible of me and like what I feel comfortable with. Who knows when I'm gonna end up figuring that out? I really don't know. Hopefully soon. Like I can't really give a good estimate on what my upload schedule is gonna be from here on out. I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be on it. I guess that's probably the better thing to say. I'm still gonna try to keep the schedule I have in mind. Maybe take 1 or 2 days out or swap them with something else, but it's just more of the struggle of being consistent and doing it from week to week that is something I'm gonna have to try and get better at, and hopefully I will. There's nothing I can guarantee. I can't make any promises about anything. All I can do is try to do the best that I can and hope that, you know, I'll figure this out sooner rather than later. So I'm not really sure what is going to be coming in the future. We'll just have to see about that. But thank you for listening to this long, kind of pointless rant about all of my video stuff in the channel and whatnot. Appreciate you listening and watching, and I will see you guys in the next video whenever that happens to be. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.